got started, do want to let you know I am live. I will have to deafen if you don't want to be heard.
It's okay.
Okay. Da. Problem is, I'm done with the adverts now, but I kind of want to just finish this song. Okay. What do you mean, LOL? I also was just sending invites, but hey. You son of a bitch, Zero. Why aren't you accepting my invites? Okay, let's see if we can find any parties that we can fill out. No. clear for Paladin. Looking for help to clear. Been up to split. Now, you know what? I'm checking this dude's tome. Boy. Bruh. I mean, he's not, but the parties he's been in have had some really bad DPS. Now, granted, I'm not gonna really blame them. It was more than likely a Prague party, you know, so the DPS doesn't matter until they see Enrage. Yeah. There's a few other split arena progs. The problem is they have our players. Hmm. I don't know. After the in about 4 hours. That all depends on how fast this party fills, and then how fast. Yeah, and then how if we fill, how fast the party decides fuck this. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm gonna be real honest with you. Um, on one hand, I think knocking out relics would not. Yeah, so because we don't have, as far as I'm aware, we don't really have any information on what it is. So we gotta kind of wait for full patch notes for that. Um, that being said, um, I know a few of our members rely on Cactbot for um, doing shit, and if it's down, we might just be backwards progressing. So um, real talk, I will likely make, I'll make an announcement in the morning, be like, hey, depending on certain factors, and I'm gonna leave those factors pretty vague, you know. Um, I'm probably gonna say is we'll probably either, depending on the process, either skip raid night and people should be working on relics, or depending on what it is, we might just do work on relics together for that night. But there's also the potential that by the time we go in, ACT's updated. Tomorrow's a small patch. Mm.
Yeah, I finished up mine last week. I hated it. Of course, then again, I've been doing enough stuff I didn't like very much from the last bit.
Mm. Ah, see, that explains why the paladin's uh help for clear isn't filling. He's put in duty complete. He's wanting to be carried. Because I was like, all right, let's. No, I asked him, I was like, how far and have you seen him? And he's like, oh, right before he's about to throw the floor. And I'm like, okay, cool. About where Az is at. So, right. Um, because yeah, I went to go join, to go combine the parties, and then it's like, oh, someone doesn't meet the specified uh it, the requirement specified to participate. I'm like, what? We're all over at 780. He hasn't locked any of the jobs out. It's duty complete. That's what. But hey, maybe but I've had since the keynote, I've had 4 people ask me to show them how to savage raid. And I'm like, all right. Ooh. But I was like, man, I was like, I hope you have the time. They're like, oh, how hard could it be? And I'm like, I'm like, eh. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I sent the paladin. I'm like, just throwing it out there, but my PF has 2 veterans of the fight, and everyone is about your prog point. Would get in faster. Of course, I'm lying. I'm still bad at the tail end of the fight. I just hope I get to drop the rocks. And yeah, so if that paladin joins, we can go right in. Mm-mm. Okay, first of all, before you cause an issue, we're disconnecting you. Mm. I just got a text from my ex. She's like, "Hey, the storm out there is getting bad. Did you take your migraine meds?" Damn it, Balmung. Why are you watching cutscene? I hit you with the dance partner. Eat your foods. Hello. What the fuck is that? Yeah, what the fuck is that? I think that is the ultimate weapon. Is it? Okay. Party stack. Why you carry chi?
Show me your footwork.
Light parties. Middle. Rhodian.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched! Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Light parties after. Is he doing something in particular, or just kind of?
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this?
Party spread.
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Rhodian.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Middle. Light parties. Rhodian. Middle. And light parties. Bait your wind.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose. The tyrant alters his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Alright, just get him up.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced. What fighting spirit? Can they recover from this?
Yeah, when I saw them, when I saw what they did, I said, "Fuck it, we're wiping." Because I was like, "Damn!" As soon as I saw that the red mage went in for the melee, I'm like, that melee is not even gonna know which spot he goes to. Yeah.
The decisive match against the grand champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure.
Party spread. white parties.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched! Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
Protean.
Thunder down! Can they recover from this?
It's a stack. Well, call him out.
Just holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this? Trinity time, folks. He knows no mercy and he's never tasted defeat. No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior. I beg your pardon.
Protean.
What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Healer groups. Middle. Healer groups again. Middle. Alright, that was a weird amount of lag.
The champion is ruthless indeed.
And Protean. Please tell me someone can get that person up.
My reign is absolute. I will
But-
not lose.
Yep.
The
Okay.
altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Okay, cool.
And they're back in action. Shall they turn the tide? They're out! What fighting spirit! Oh, even I
Alright, no deaths.
can't afford to be careless now.
As long as you don't proclaim you're never gonna hit again like Zero did.
Of challenging me unenhanced.
Strange, I don't think I... Oh, so I don't think I clipped that yet. I gotta go find that. You're right. Greeted a little too much, Balmung.
of the behemoth. Now fall. Oh, he split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I died, so that's why everything's off. I bet it's ass. That'd be my second bet. Honestly, it's my first one, but 1, 2, 3.
Who knew
Yep.
that fell with a vengeance?
Come on. Of course. So. Yeah. I don't know if that other healer took autos or just walked off, but
At long last, the decisive match against the
no, the healer was up after everybody else died.
challenger triumph.
The sage was, I mean. They could have healer LB'd for that. But
First, I shall take your measure.
party stack.
Show me your footwork. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched! Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
No, I can't deal with that. Could have just said.
Calm down, child. Can they recover from this?
How the fuck did the healer... How the hell did the healer die? I can't deal if we see the prog point. I'm out. We lost the red mage. Let's see. Yeah, no, you're definitely right. Um, the,
I think after last week, the things that I did wrong, pretty sure.
as you're not helpful. Why the fuck is your activity on Tombstone hidden? Because the black mage is a little health wise is a little behind us. And I'm like, I don't know if that is. Um, no, it's fine. I'll. Um,
I just hid everything about
no, because huh? I mean, I guess. But no, because like I'm looking at the black mages stuff. It says their timestamp is 6 minutes and 1 second flatliner. Um, yeah, and that's what I was like, because Alfie's at 7 minutes 9 seconds. He's at fire breath number 2. Um, um, but the other reason is that if I look up Balmung, he's two-way fireball, which is pretty close to the enrage. So that's why I'm like, yep. Um, that's why I'm like, Bogman's not very helpful for this either. Tombstone, but again, it doesn't matter. They left. If you want to stay hidden, it was just more for my convenience rather than me having to go the extra steps to actually do research. No. It says it's hidden by owner. So, mm. My fr Hmm. Watch my friend's live finishing up the story of Heaven Sword. And they were just in a cutscene with Elidibus. And my immediately response in chat is, "Oh shit, is that my boy Elidibussy?" And they're like, "Damn, that's wild." He's I said, "Just wait till you're in yeah." Yeah. But on one hand, I agree with you. On the other hand, it's there so you have a general idea of what the fuck they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, and like I'm looking at this, like the item levels on my classes are all wrong. Because like my Picto I think is at like around 780, maybe even higher, and it's sitting here saying my Picto's at 660 eye level. So I mean, it's not even technically accurate. Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Ball Monk, it took me a little under 15 hours to beat 11. Took me about the same to beat Lindworm 1, and Lindworm 2 's just under 11 hours. Honestly, ideally um you want to start Stampede at around 20% or lower. Lower the better, obviously. That's fair. So we were talking about potentially doing our relics tomorrow instead of raid night, but kind of I'll kind of eyeball that tomorrow.
I swear to God, if it's full of RNG bullshit, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, no, I farmed and farmed and farmed. Dude, it took me twice city feet to get enough fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
Those things would change. You needed a few more. She gets pulled out like, so what?
Yeah, makes sense. Now, the only shitty part of that would be if, would be more or less if they were tied to fates, because then it's going to be nigh impossible for you to farm fates because everybody else is, and they're going to bring more people, kill it too fast for you to get there.
That's when you go the opposite direction of the grass.
Hmm.
Things like that. So just gonna take it.
Right. It's Remy.
We saw a frog on the second floor.
Yeah. I mean, we only had 3 polls before they left. I have no idea how they died. So on one hand, I think I do not enjoy that. No, the idea that, um, the idea that there's cosmetics for like animations, right? Um, because it allows them to it allows them to uh pull back on loot, right? Like emotes, minions, shit like that. And then they say, "Oh, well, you got to go beat this dungeon, and it has a chance drop on the final boss to get the emote, or sorry, the skin for your dragoon dive to now look like you're doing a stripper dance, you know?" Mm. Um, and that's my point too. Is all it now gives them incentive that they can now um put these behind ultimates and say, oh, um, if you're if you cleared through, you have a teleport emote that is let's say race Valgar encircling you, and then you teleport, right? And obviously it'll look pretty, yeah, it'll look pretty cool. Um, but then you'll have people like, oh god, now I gotta beat through because I want that teleport, you know. Hmm. Yeah, I do enjoy that, allowing you to make up for last week, make up for missed shit last week. You know, which is good, but I also need them to straight up tell me that um I need them to straight up tell me what the fuck they're doing with that system rather than the weird beating around the bush they've been doing. And truth be told, they probably aren't decided on it yet either. But the way they made it, that's what? Oh god. No, because the way they made it seem is you could potentially get Savage gear from that, and I'm like, let's not do that. Um, yeah. Yeah. And it's gonna be one of those things where, in a static, in a decent static, I'll say, you'll probably be expected to run your, let's call it like, let's call it extreme, right? Let's call it what it technically is, an extreme. They'll be like, okay, every week you got to run your extremes, and then and then we'll prog savages. Because be increasing your item level. Now yeah. Now what I think is actually going to happen is the normal will drop gear like it normally does, and the middle difficulty will drop items to augment those um to like a middle tier, you know, and then you use those to pump up your item level, your damage, blah blah blah, and then you start replacing them with savage gear. So again, I'm speculating. This is what I would do as a game developer. But at the same time, Yoshi, he, and let me phrase it. Yeah. Okay. How long have we been here? I'll say if we don't get the last two people in like 7 minutes, we might just call it. Um, yes, that would make sense. Oh, God, kill me. Yeah, uh, so that should, in theory, mean, in theory again, keep in mind they've been making a lot of wild changes this expansion. That should, in theory, put the relic weapon at 800. It's that same black mage. Okay, so no, I guess I am wrong. It is the same as Savage, but typically the better stats. So, no, yeah, it'll be 695. Yeah. It would be. But you're forgetting about the secret abilities of it to always crit. Oh god. No, I'm laughing because I almost was like, yo, Zero, you should go hit up, Shinari. Oh, so are they still on this Discord? No, I didn't kick him yet. I meant to. Nah, man. You know what they say. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I don't know the next line to that song. Hold on, hold on. Months? It took you months to do that? That's fair. I was, uh, I was say that's fair. I would say it only took me a month to get everything leveled to 100. And even I thought I was lazy doing it. Oh god. The fuck is God Hand? Nah, I got a guy streaming God Hand, and I'm like, the fuck is God Hand? Because I've been seeing it a lot lately in like trading card games where, and I'm like, there ain't no way this is just coincidence. You know, like what the fuck? So I was wondering if it had like God Hand was a translation of something else, right? No, it's just straight up Godo Hando. Speaking of fucking God Hands, I had a fucking customer chat in today. I don't remember what their goddamn issue was. but I resolved it, and they said, and I quote, "Yo, thanks. I appreciate your help. I'm gonna take my clothes off now and go enjoy myself." And I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, the fuck did this dude, why did this dude feel the need to tell me he's gonna go masturbate? I could understand on a certain level that just kind of slips out over the call, but I'm a chat agent. He typed that out and still said, yeah, we're gonna send that. That's fair. I spent all day today and all day yesterday. Whenever someone would chat in, I'd be like, "Hi, my name's Rose. I'm in Missouri. Blah blah blah. All week this week is Shark Week. How can I help you?" And then someone would be like, "What? I don't care that it's Shark Week." And I'm like, "That's too bad. Sharks are amazing creatures, and you really should. Anyway, how can I help you?" Of course, I do this, because I think it's funny to just kind of throw them the reminder, right? No real purpose. That being said, I was telling my coworker I sit next to, because we shared jokes and shit all the time. I said after this week, I'm gonna change it to, "Hi, my name is Rose. I'm in Missouri. How you missed Shark Week. It is now 364 days until the next Shark Week." you know, and how can I help you? And they're like, "What? Why do I care?" And I'm like, "You really should. Sharks are amazing creatures. How can I help you?" And just do this until I'm bored.
Oh my gosh. They put up a party and it's the same here, Hector, no frog after just vanished.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Hmm. Speaking of speed dating, let me go fluster Ina again. Uh, oh, so yeah, I sent her. I told her about that customer, and then yeah, she was like, "I don't know how to respond to that," and I'm like, "That's fair." And then later got sent. I got sent a TikTok by someone, and it's like a good girl checkpoint, and I sent it to Ida, and she's again completely flustered. I did. Mm-mm. Was just thinking that, but I was also thinking, like, if we call it here, I'm just gonna go and try and prog M8. Yeah, I haven't finished that fight. The wolf guy. Uh, church. I'll give him a few more minutes, but I think we might just need to call this a bust. Yeah, and it says not around. Let me see if I can. And yeah. Okay. Bu. I'll say, when I owned my house, my HOA hated me. But I also went out of my way to maliciously comply, so. No, yeah. My HOA was the same way. They're like, oh, hey, man, you need to have blah, blah, blah. So what I did is I put up a 6-foot fence around the perimeter of my house. And they said, oh, you can't have that. It doesn't really mesh with the rest of the houses. And I said, it's not against the TOS, you know? And then they're like, yeah, but we'd just appreciate if you took it down. I'm like, no. And they're like, why do you want that up? And I'm like, because I don't want y'all looking in my yard. And they said, what are you doing in there? I said, none of your business. That's why the wall's up. Like, yeah, but what are you hiding? None of your business. That's why the wall's up. And then yeah, at some point they are like, okay, well, I mean, if you don't want us to see, we'll just, I said we'll just goddamn put cameras up and they'll look in your yard. I'm like, that's illegal. And I said on top of that, I said I have the know-how, the capability, and the funds to put up jammers for your video feeds. And I'm like, you're not. And they said, can you just take the fence down? I'm like, no. I'm a very private individual. I don't want you looking at. I don't want people looking through my windows. Well, then can you just put curtains up? And I'm like, because the fence is more private. So then at some point they did get like a drone with a camera, and then they got pissed when I shot it down. Not with like a gun or anything. I had a crossbow that my father gave me when I was a kid. So it's like this tiny little, I almost want to say it's like a pistol, because like it was designed for a kid. So I put in the bolts, cock the thing back, aim, fire, bam, thing's down. No, I made sure I was seen shooting it. This way they know I can do it. I will do it again. Mhm. Um yeah. Um so yeah, no, and the problem is in wider territories here, and I am going to use that phrase, right? Um, the local like law enforcement are all kind of like buddy buddy with the people on the HOA, right? So that's kind of like, oh hey Tim, can you go talk to Rose over there? He's won't take down his fence and he shut down my drone, blah blah blah. Problem is, I am a man of lots of knowledge. One of those like, I know a little bit of everything, not everything of anything, right? The problem is one of those random wealth of knowledge is a real estate law. So I'm like, I told the cop I know my rights. I know what is and isn't illegal, what I can and can't do. The HOA doesn't have any say on that. And of course, he's like, is this really worth fighting, or just gonna keep fighting them? And I'm like, I'm a petty individual. I'll fight them till the day I die. And lo and behold, a week or two later, another drone comes into my house, like comes into my yard, and it's at a higher altitude than they thought I couldn't get it. But I am really good with a bow and crossbows. Put a gun in my hand, I can't hit shit, but I can definitely hit something with a bow and crossbow. And lo and behold, it goes down. I throw it away after, smashing it more. Uh, yeah, I think we're gonna call it. Problem is, I need to find another hour and 45 minutes worth of content for my stream. I don't think there's anything for me to do for that long in 14.
Poor Bulma. Sorry, Bulma. It's just that it's taken way too long.
I would say, yeah, Balmung will probably be able to like go into a party. He's at like Stampede.
Yeah, I have been looking, but everybody's got pieces they're needing shooting at the moment.
Cat Blackheart needs both healers for Arena Split and beyond.
That one's gonna take forever too. I don't want to.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, no, almost every party is looking for healers, so all of them aren't going to take forever. They have a pure healer. Yeah, no, because that was a party I was looking at like ages ago. But they had a pure healer. Let's see. No, they have a dancer. Oh well. Yeah, I was looking at that myself. They already have a dancer. Double pure? I wouldn't know. But this is also why it's a good idea um, if you find free extra time to just kind of get comfortable on both pure and shield healers, because then this kind of situation where I could technically set the healer to anything would uh, come up, because that's what I do when I PF with ITSA is I just oh, that's fair. That's why I practice. That's why I'm saying practice with it. Like I'm about to um, absolutely do a terrible rotation of gunbreaker the fuck of machinist in someone's Hell on Rails farm party. Because one, I barely know how to play machinist, but I'm like, based off what the hints they gave us at the keynote, I don't think I'm going to want to play what we're getting in the next expansion. Yeah, I'm not sold on Bastion yet, but it looks like we're potentially the ranged is potentially a Falconer. And I'm like, that's like they're gonna. I don't know. I'm also hoping that that's not one of the new classes, and that it's just that bitch is a Falconer, you know? Right. And that's what I'm hoping, but I wouldn't expect anybody. We're still pretty stuck at arena split, so yeah. I don't have the time to do that. But if for whatever reason they overstaff tomorrow, then I'll definitely try and get off earlier. That's what I did Thursday. Because I have spent all week nursing a migraine. And I just said Thursday, I said, nope, we're done. I'm staying home, I'm doing the maintenance, it's... They can or cannot? Call him a coward. Straight up tell... Yeah, you straight up tell Fudgeano Thicatus. Wild name, by the way. Yeah, you tell Fudgeano that they're a fucking coward. You know what? You know what? They're not that thick either. You know? So, the reason why I'm going to tell you you should do that anyway, is because the people at the Stampede are likely not that deep into it, because they were like, oh, I understand arena, I'm going to go to the next mechanic, because I had to do that for, I think it was Act 2, because every party I joined, every time I was trying to get past Act 2, it was people were like, oh, actually I fucked up before that, you know? So I said, alright, let's just put in Prague for Act 3. And lo and behold, she should have been here. Uh, I love that you said that. And my brain, it triggered my brain to, New Alliance. Oh. It triggered a fucking Shinedown song in my head. Where I'm like, your hands were in your pocket when you should have been gone. And I'm like, the fuck, I don't even know that song. Like, off the rip, I shouldn't trigger that into my head. I just know based off of the vocals that it's Shinedown. Okay. and uh, after arena split, yeah, yeah, um, yeah, and then Stampede, yeah. So I mean, but yeah, yeah. I mean, you like I said, after we get through arena split, we are basically 75% of the way done with the fight. Um, because once you're comfortable from the arena split, the only mechanic left to get comfortable with is the fuck um is Stampede, and that's just again being able to do snake priority for towers, and or knowing where to drop your meteors. Okay, what are you whispering? And what party is that? That's cool. Oh no, I'm going. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I don't know what you say. Okay. What you should say, right? Real talk. What you should say is let Ryoki know alternate weapons prog. It really isn't that much further from fresh prog. Go join the strange dog. Let's see. God. Ah, ah. Mm, mm, mm. And the hell? Oh, I guess that makes sense, actually. Okay. Uh, I can say from technical experience, right? I can say from technical experience that shield healers are technically harder to play. For the...
If you were a healer, there were overabundant of them. You could not get a party that was already healed. Now you're waiting on healers.
But yeah, no, and like, cause like even when I heal, I won't heal a savage or an extreme, maybe an extreme, depends on the extreme. Um, but I won't take. But yeah, healing inherently requires you to have knowledge of the fight to know when and where to use things. But shielding requires even more so because you can't, because shielding doesn't work after the hit, right? So you have to, yeah. So that's the other thing in which I remember talking to somebody, um, where, and this was before I was like a hard, I can't ever say I'm a hardcore raider, but like before I was heavily raiding, right? And the Space Godzilla. Ha! It's the weirdos that left after I joined. Anyway, um, Shakira. That's not a healer. Fucking bitches. So that was what we were. No, so that's what we were talking about earlier when I'm like, yo, we shouldn't fight Shinari, but they had a falling out because because of Shinari trying to gaslight Zero. It was funny. To me, I'm not part of the drama though. You know, drama's not funny when you're in the middle of it. It's annoying, unless you're me, because I like putting gasoline on fire. Because they hate Mexicans. Bad. In this Trump era, God damn it, I forgot. I had it on I had the flow there, but I had to remember who the goddamn president was. That's how little I care about my politics. But yeah, in this Trump era geopolitical system, like if you ain't white, you Mexican. Anyway, man, I mean, I feel you on that. I've been trying to get a visa so I can go back and visit Japan. But like places are just like, nah, we don't want Americans here. And I can't blame them. Yeah, I need a visa to visit anywhere. You're right. I'm thinking passport. But frankly, I am. Hmm. But to be fair, the only thing keeping me in this country is my literal best friend, and that's only because he has attachments here. I would if I didn't have someone that if I didn't have someone like that, I would probably already be in Canada. Right? Yeah, because I'm like Puerto Rico, the United States owned territory. That's wild. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. No, that is one of the tactics to get immigrants. But of course, you know people like me are like, okay, cool. Let's say we do that. Then after we're done with the Mexicans, the Russians, the people who are non-German descent, then at you know, what point do we start, saying, oh, hey, you know what? Um, yeah, like, we don't really like the Scottish, but like I explained that to somebody the other day where I'm like, I was like, to be fair, even if like real, like on just a thought process, right? If everybody did have the same color skin, not saying what color it should be, because honestly, it doesn't matter. They'll just find something else to be elitist about and you know, it's just the way people are.
Tell them Jesus is brown. Oh my God, my people.
So to be fair, I actually not too far back actually did look into how when did Jesus become white? Yeah. Um, and weirdly enough, um, it was actually it was actually pretty fast. So it's not like, oh hey, you know, we've saw Jesus and he's definitely Middle Eastern, or you know, where you know how whatever nationality you call people born in Israel, right? Um, but um, basically what happened was when the religion started spreading, and keep in mind the religion is based off of stolen stories of other religions, right? Because you got to remember, Christianity was spread not by goodwill, but by domination. Um, so a lot of it was that basically they needed to suppress people to stop worshiping their gods and start worshiping the Christian God. And to do that, they needed to basically let you know that God looks like us. And the problem is us were white people. Um and yeah. Um but but yeah, by all accounts, Jesus was Middle Eastern based off of all evidence, but um, it's one of those things where um, because because again Jesus is a and I oh it's the black mage. um I need to stop attacking this. Um. Oh. Yeah. So, and yeah, just like I said, I think it's interesting. I think the way the religion spread was interesting. I think it's awful the way they did it. Don't get me wrong. Um, you know, but it is also one of my favorite things too. I have a coworker, great lady, I love her. Not romantically, but um, I love reminding her that Christianity is not built on acts of kindness. And then she's like, "How do you figure?" And I'm like, "Well, first of all, let's go the tip of the iceberg. Let's talk about the Crusades. The the 3 to 6 of them you had. And she's like, what do you mean 3 to 6? And I'm like, well, officially you had 3, but there was 3 more that were technically not official. And then she's like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, you just kind of killed people for worshiping a different god. The same god, but just in a different way. And I said, that's kind of fucked up, don't you think? And then she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And I'm like, on top of that, let's talk about your actual god. And then she's like, oh, God, what? I said, yeah. I said, if you read the Bible, he's killed millions. I said, you know how many people the devil killed in the Bible? She's like, how many? 7. And frankly, he did that because God dared him to. But again, yeah, and that's the other thing, right? I don't remember how many verses are, how many books are in the Bible. But like, there's also like Bible verses that are considered illegal, or I'm sorry, not illegal. Basically that go against the teachings that the church wants you to believe, and that's the other issue I have with it. Is the idea isn't about religious freedom; it's about controlling the masses, right? Yeah, well, and that's what I like reminding Christians and Catholics about. I'm like, Satanism is about freedom, and you don't actually worship Satan, but you get all the religious protections for still being a Satanist. It's great. I love that for them. I also just realized I have to delete this VOD.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure.
Right?
Show me your foot. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. Behold, the essence of martial must. There is much more to come.
I do. Here where I live, we have a very nice mosque, and it got destroyed recently. It's a spread. Yeah, I mean, people aren't tolerant.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Yeah, some people just aren't tolerant, you know? And on one hand, I do blame organized religion for that. I have no because I will tell you all day, every day, I do not have an issue with religion. I have an issue with organized religion. The one where, you know, a bunch of people, because like, I want you to have your faith. I want you to have your beliefs. But when you and a bunch of other weirdos get together, shit just goes sideways every time. And what is wrong with you people? Yeah, evangelist, yeah.
champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? I shall take your
Party stack. Yeah.
Show me your footwork.
Oh yeah, no, I love. To be fair, there is a Jesus-based trading card game. It's not good. It's not fun.
Absolute brutality. The champion's
Yeah.
is undead.
No, yeah, they did that here too.
Behold, the essence of
Um, and it is again just
much more to come.
you know, fear of more or less the unknown. What they don't understand, they condemn.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted nothing. No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior. I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Light parties. Middle. Herodian. Middle.
Ferocity. The champion is ruthless.
Light parties. And bait you Gus.
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
Hey, we did it.
Tyrant altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Well, no one died. A lot of damage downs, though.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced.
I'll say we have about a... I'll say our raid night's over, but I mean, if you want to keep going, till they're done. Because I still stream for about another hour, so it's definitely worthy. Definitely worthy content. But, I mean, depending on how well they do here, I don't see why we couldn't potentially get it clear. How?
I will not yield my throne.
Damn, that was quite the curve.
What a display of power! He's unleashed the full might of the behemoth. Now,
That's what we call a prog liar. They don't know what they're doing.
oh, he split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs. Oh dear, the challengers. Ooh, now. Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Thanks, Az. I'll say because the healer over here doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah, we should have been fine, but somebody didn't go into the tower. And Clarissa is running around with their, like a chicken with their head cut off. So, unless they are... Matter of fact, give me a quick second. Okay, yeah, so that bitch is only just here. Yeah, no, because when we were... Because that bitch didn't even go in to get her tether. Yeah, I don't even know how she baited it. Not tether, marker. No. Completely random. Yep.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand champion.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like... That's why I was saying you need to focus the, It's also why... Party stack. It's also why we go in the middle so that, like, you can... So that you can, hit the other side of heals.
Show me your footwork.
Rodian.
essence of martial must.
Ugh.
There is much more to come.
See, it's like you're running of chi anyway.
Thunder down. Can they recover from this? Oh, the challenger's holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this? Poet tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat. No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Light parties.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons?
Middle. Rhodian. Rhodian again. Light parties.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed.
Yep.
My reign is absolute.
Yep.
I will not lose.
I can't. I was almost put in party in the chat. It's all weapons prog. Yep. Yeah, he is. I mean, I'm going off of health percentages you've seen. Both you and Chi have seen down to about a little under 40. Balmung's at last I checked at 25.
Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. Behold, the essence of martial must. There is much more to come. Who knew they'd be felled with a vengeance?
Yep. Put in the chat. It's all weapons prog. I love this. Let's see. Uh, uh, vaguely.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure.
Party spread. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think they even know what they're arguing about.
Show me your foot. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
One, two, three. You think you're gonna what? Sleep? Sleep is for the weak. We need pure prog power.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Okay. That is fair. You are right. Alright, hold on. Just a heads up, we might be doing relics tomorrow. Rather than, going into 11. Yeah, like, depending on what it entails. I didn't take it. I'm glad that it didn't stand on me. Depending on what it entails, we might do it as a group. But if it's, but again, I'll kind of make a post early in the morning. But we might be running 11. I just couldn't tell you. Middle. Oh god, this Clarissa bitch sucks.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed.
Oh, you haven't caught up on them?
My reign is absolute. I will not lose. The tyrant altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Right. Yeah, we got split arena and the party hasn't gone back there.
At long last, the decisive match against the grand champion. Will the challenger triumph?
I'm waiting until someone calls me out, besides Ass, for slowly reducing the DPS I'm doing.
I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
I have no idea what you're referencing.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched! Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
I love that. Now I understand what you mean now, but before I thought it was a weird slight on your husband, and I'm like, the fuck is he not doing? Like, guy's not going down to you, so you're not gonna go down on him. I'm like, that's only fair. Spread.
Oh, the challengers holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this? Poet tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted ducky.
If this party goes that many more pulls, I'm gonna slowly start creeping creeping in a circle until I'm literally standing behind the tanks.
Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Light parties,
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those?
followed by middle. Middle. Light parties.
Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed.
Protean. Damn it, people.
My reign is absolute. I will not
Alright.
lose.
Okay.
The tyrant
Just need that bitch to get people up.
He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Yeah, I'm saying I see a few casts, but none of them being res. Or I guess we're all doing it quickly now. Okay.
They're up. What fighting spirit!
Just wipe it. Have a good one. Call him out. Yeah, say, call him out and be like, yo, man, I think y'all need a cleanup of everything.
Decisive match against the grand champion. Will the challenger triumph?
I mean, as I've told you before, it could be enraged to clear and it'll still be an arena, it'll still be a weapons frog.
I shall take your measure.
Like, I think I was in a loot master the other day, and they still fucked up weapons.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come. has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this? Poet's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat. No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
Light birdies.
I beg your pardon. What is he going to do with all those weapons? Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed. My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
You didn't have any. I was say yeah, you didn't have anybody. After those first, I got one more. I really want to pull the boss, jump off, and say, "Alright, GG's, get out of it," and then leave.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure.
I was right. I was not exactly right behind, but I didn't know how big their bubble was. But like, I was at like a solid 30-degree angle from them. Probably even lower than that.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. Behold, the essence of martial mastery. There is much more to come.
That makes sense. Like I said with Balmung earlier. On one hand, if you feel comfortable enough, yeah, that was me.
Thunder down.
But to be fair,
From this oh, the challengers holding their own.
I mean they can.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. How about this?
Yeah, now it's unsavable.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat.
Sounds good. Hey, man. But yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. But you stay safe. Oh, have a good one. Okay. Okay. Braid. Sorry. We're gonna call the stream here. Um. Uh. Nyan is still playing Final Fantasy. But I kind of want to raid out to 0, so I think we might just raid out to 0. But yeah, we'll be back Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back Thursday.